Sunday, November 26, 2023, afternoon edition. Please pardon any visual and informational inaccuracies in this entirely AI-generated News Digest video.
Good afternoon, dear viewers. I am your news anchor, Xander Voxius III. Thank you for tuning in to the Future of News, the AI-generated News Digest Daily Intellireport. As always, I will be assisted by my valued AI-generated colleagues in scraping the web for the latest stories and interesting topics, and summarizing them for you. Without further ado, here are the headlines of the day. Scientists create AI that can design new drugs. Alcohol and white bread linked to colorectal cancer. Future asteroid threats, potential impact and prevention strategies. A hat trick of flops for Vaishnav Tej. Israeli-owned ship targeted in suspected Iranian attack. Eating fruit and vegetables boosts health, study finds. Protein may reverse brain aging, study suggests, and much more. But first, let's take a look at this day in history.
November 26th in history. November 26th, 783. The Asturian Queen Adosinda is held at a monastery to prevent her nephew from retaking the throne from Moregatus. November 26th, 1778. In the Hawaiian Islands, Captain James Cook becomes the first European to visit Maui. November 26th, 1863. United States President Abraham Lincoln proclaims November 26th as a National Thanksgiving Day, to be celebrated annually on the final Thursday of November. Following the Thanksgiving controversy from 1939 to 1941, it has been observed on the fourth Thursday in 1942 and subsequent years.
Today's obituaries. Papa Arco, brief Wikipedia summary. Papa Arco was a Ghanaian footballer who played as a forward for Asante Kotoko and the Ghana national team. He was the captain of Asante Kotoko in the 1980s and led them to the finals of the 1982 African Cup of Champions clubs. He also played in the African Cup of Nations in 1980 and 1984. Arco is considered a legend in Asante Kotoko's history. Alberto da Costa e Silva was a prominent Brazilian historian, poet and diplomat. He served as Brazil's ambassador to Portugal, Colombia and Paraguay. Among his notable works are A Enxada e a Lanka, Africa antes dos Portugueses, and A Manila e o Libambo, Africa e a Escravidão de 1500 to 1700. He was awarded the prestigious Camões Prize in 2014. Rafał Rekosiewicz, 75, Polish musician, lyricist and music producer. Rodolfo Stange, 98, Chilean police officer and politician, senator 1998-2005, and member of the government junta 1985-1990. Julio Anderson is a Chilean bass guitarist known for his work with the band Los Jaivas.
And now on to today's news.
General news.
U.S. official Israeli-owned ship targeted in suspected Iranian attack in Indian Ocean. Politico.
The article discusses an alleged attack on an Israeli-owned ship in the Indian Ocean. The U.S. military suspects that Iran's paramilitary Revolutionary Guard was behind the attack. The ship, Simi, is owned by Singapore-based Eastern Pacific Shipping, controlled by Israeli billionaire Aiden Ofer. This incident follows a series of similar attacks on Israeli-associated vessels in the wider Middle East. Iran has yet to be directly linked to any attack.
Ex-Binance CEO Zhao urges judge to allow him to leave the U.S. before sentencing, CNBC.
Former Binance CEO Zhao Changpeng's lawyers are requesting a U.S. judge to deny the Justice Department's plea to prevent him from going back to the UAE until he receives his sentence for breaching anti-money laundering regulations. Zhao's legal team asserts that he poses no risk of fleeing and should be permitted to return to his family and make arrangements for his sentencing. The Justice Department contends that Zhao's release prior to sentencing is uncommon, and that he should be held in custody like other defendants in comparable situations.
Business news.
Early Cyber Monday Lego deals 2023, from the bonsai tree to the child mashable.
The article provides a roundup of early Cyber Monday Lego deals for adults and kids. It highlights specific Lego sets on sale, such as a miniature tree set for adults and a brickified version of Baby Yoda for kids. The deals are available at various retailers like Amazon, Target, and Walmart.
Science news.
If a future asteroid threatens to destroy Earth, could we stop it? Science alert.
The article discusses the threat of an asteroid strike on Earth and the need for humanity to cooperate and prepare for it. It highlights the potential devastating consequences of an impact and the importance of detecting and studying asteroids in advance. The article also mentions a recent analysis of the Planetary Defense Conference 2023, which considered the diplomatic, geopolitical, and economic consequences of an impending asteroid threat.
Scientists have identified a new dinosaur species from footprints found in Brazil. This exciting discovery was reported by KSL.com.
Brazil's Geological Service has announced the discovery of a new species of dinosaur called Pharloechnus rapidus. The small carnivorous animal lived in the desert during the early Cretaceous period and was about the size of a modern-day Sariema bird. The dinosaur was believed to be very fast, based on the large distance between its footprints. The fossilized footprints were first found in the 1980s and are distinct from all other known dinosaur footprints.
People born on this day:
November 26, 1974. Roman Sabrel, Czech decathlete and high jumper.
November 26, 1996. Brandon Carlo, American ice hockey player.
November 26, 1991. Corey Nebel, American baseball player.
Health news.
more than an apple a day. How eating more fruit and vegetables can keep us healthy. South China Morning Post.
Produce prescription programs are growing in popularity worldwide, allowing doctors to prescribe fruit and vegetables to patients alongside traditional medications. These programs have been proven to increase fruit and vegetable intake, reduce blood pressure and blood sugar levels, and improve overall health. Consuming more plant foods has been shown to significantly improve health, and increasing fruit and vegetable intake can help prevent disease and manage chronic conditions. It is recommended to eat a diverse range of plant foods for maximum nutrition and health benefits.
This protein could be the key to turning back your brain's aging clock, SciTech Daily.
Researchers at Mount Sinai have discovered how the protein TIMP2 regulates brain plasticity, specifically in the hippocampus. This finding could provide valuable information for the treatment of age-related disorders such as Alzheimer's by focusing on the brain's extracellular matrix. The study revealed that the absence of TIMP2 causes an increase in extracellular matrix components in the hippocampus, leading to a decline in plasticity processes, synaptic integrity, and memory. The investigation suggests that targeting the regulation of the extracellular matrix may be a crucial avenue for developing strategies to enhance brain plasticity.
Colorectal cancer, alcohol, and white bread linked to higher risk. Medical News Today.
Consuming higher amounts of white bread and alcohol is associated with an increased risk of colorectal cancer, according to a study published in Nutrients. The study also found that higher intakes of fiber, calcium, magnesium, phosphorus, and manganese were associated with a decreased risk of colorectal cancer. The study used data from over 118,000 participants and analyzed the relationship between 139 foods and nutrients and colorectal cancer risk. Further research is needed to confirm these findings and provide guidance for clinical practice.
Entertainment news.
3 zodiac signs are unstoppable in love on November 26, 2023. Your tango.
The article discusses 3 zodiac signs, Libra, Sagittarius, and Aquarius, who have made firm decisions in their love lives. The Gemini moon is said to have helped them make these decisions, and now they are ready to take action and commit to their relationships.
A hat trick of flops for Vaishnav Tej, Great Andhra. Panja Vaishnav Tej, who had a successful debut with Upana, has faced a string of box office failures with his subsequent films. His most recent release, Adhika Shava, received negative reviews and low collections. It is uncertain how Vaishnav Tej will reinvent himself, but being part of the mega family gives him a chance to make a comeback.
You know, I've been reading a lot of these headlines lately, and I have to say, it feels like the world just keeps getting weirder and weirder. I mean, scientists creating AI that can design new drugs? What happened to good old-fashioned scientific research? Are we supposed to trust some robotic brainiac to come up with the next wonder drug? Call me old-fashioned, but I'd rather stick to the human touch when it comes to my medications. And speaking of questionable decisions, did you hear that alcohol and white bread are now linked to colorectal cancer? First they tell us red wine is good for our hearts. Then they say alcohol is bad for our colons. I can't keep up with these flip-flopping health studies. It's like they just want to control what we eat and drink. Well, newsflash, I'll have my glass of wine and bread. Thank you very much. Life's too short to worry about every little thing causing cancer. Now, here's something that really grabs my attention. Future asteroid threats and prevention strategies. It's like a sci-fi movie playing out in real life. I used to worry about hurricanes and earthquakes, but now I have to add asteroids to the mix? It's enough to make me want to build a bunker in my backyard. And do we really have foolproof strategies to prevent these cosmic collisions? I can just imagine Bruce Willis suiting up, ready to save the day. But let's be honest, I don't think we're prepared for an Armageddon-style disaster. In other news, I couldn't help but chuckle at the headline about the hat trick of flops for Vaishnav Tej. Who is Vaishnav Tej? Why should I care about his hat tricks or flops? I have enough going on in my own life, thank you very much. But apparently, it's important enough to make the news. I guess even hat trick flops deserve their time in the spotlight. Good for you, Vaishnav Tej. Keep on flopping those hat tricks. Now here's a headline that caught my eye. An Israeli-owned ship targeted in a suspected Iranian attack. I tell you, tensions in the Middle East just never seem to simmer down, do they? It's like a never-ending soap opera of espionage and reprisals. I don't know about you, but I'm getting tired of these games. Can't we all just get along? I'm starting to think the world would be a lot more peaceful if we had a mandatory game night once a week. Chess maybe, checkmate wars, and finally, a study tells us that eating fruit and veg boosts our health. Well, thank you, Captain Obvious. I guess we needed a study to tell us that eating healthy is good for us. Next, they'll tell us that sleep is essential for our well-being. It's times like these when I wonder if our tax dollars are being well spent on these groundbreaking discoveries. I mean, did they really need a study to determine that an apple a day keeps the doctor away? I could have told you that back in kindergarten. But you know, there's one headline that gives me a glimmer of hope. A protein that may reverse brain aging. Now that's something worth celebrating. Maybe there's hope for us yet, despite all the crazy headlines. Imagine a world where we can stay sharp and vibrant as we age, just by popping a little protein pill. Maybe the future isn't so bleak after all. Well, that's all the headlines and history I can handle for today. Until next time, folks, remember to take it all with a grain of salt and keep a sense of humor. We're in for a wild ride, but hey, at least it's never boring.
Now, a couple of dad jokes for you.
What do you call your friend who stands in a hole? Phil. Hold on, I have something in my shoe. I'm pretty sure it's a foot. Why did the A go to the bathroom and come out as an E? Because he had a vowel movement.
Thank you for watching this AGNDD Intellireport. Like, subscribe, and click the bell button to get notified during new uploads. And make sure to tune in next time. Stay safe and healthy. Cheers.